Hey Ticos, it's Shiipty, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of my sim series, Time Will Tell. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your patience and your feedback on the last episode. I am happy to be back with another update on this family. I'm having a lot of fun with them. So I'm really excited to come in and play, but I do have some screenshots for you guys because I did play them off camera just a little bit while I was away. And guys, the updates are crazy. So I'm going to be popping some pictures up on the screen to show you guys what happened off camera. But one of the things that occurred was Mr. Ryland came home with the pop-up saying that he was stoned AF, and I could not believe this. This was right after I had uploaded the last episode. I hopped in and I played for a little bit, and I'm over here saying like, oh, you know, he probably doesn't want to participate in this. And then this guy comes home just out of his mind, stoned. And it's been really hard for Max, especially because he just feels like he's failing as a parent. He has no idea what the next steps should be, but I just feel so bad for him. And then guys, it got worse. So he tried to approach Ryland in his bedroom, as you guys can see by the picture on the screen now, and he was angry at Ryland. It said Max is livid at his child for being wasted in front of him. And I decided to switch over to Ryland and see how he was feeling, and this was the pop-up that Ryland got, and it said Ryland is feeling extremely creative, time to do some writing or painting. Afterwards, Max did an attempt to talk to Ryland and confront him and ask him if the item that he found in the house was Ryland. And guys, this next picture is going to shock you because Ryland was really just chilling in his room. And as y'all can see by the picture, yes, that's exactly what he was doing. And we can see in the pop-up down below, it says slight depression. And this was Max's pop-up. It said Max is slightly depressed after finding out his child is doing drugs. And I just felt so sad for Max because here he is trying to deal with his wife, trying to keep his household whole, and his son is partaking in these activities, and he is just like, what's next at this point? And guys, that is what I had to deal with off camera. I could not believe all that happened in just the short span of gameplay that I had. But we're gonna just go ahead and start playing now because we are here at the swimming pool, and Miss Violet is here with her swim team. They are having a swim meet and just practicing like they normally do. Violet has gotten really good at swimming. As y'all can see, her motor skill is actually level 3. But hang on a second, I just got a pop-up for Nicole, and oh my, what kind of conversation are they having? I'm feeling very unsatisfied in our relationship. If you are mean to me while I feel this way, I may divorce you. And it's crazy because Nicole says the exact same thing to Max. So guys, things are not good. Things are not good, but I'm hoping that this camping trip can at least smooth things over temporarily. Just so we can kind of get things going in a positive direction for this family. I mean, the ultimate goal, right, is for Nicole to come home, at least for Max. And I don't know if that's even possible at this point, considering for Nicole, we have this pop-up that says festering bitterness. Nicole really cannot stand being around a sim she has a grudge against. She's also feeling extremely dissatisfaction in her relationship. Nicole can't get her mind off of her failing relationship. While very unsatisfied, the romantic relationship with her partner will fade away more quickly. I mean, it doesn't help that she's also having... Okay, so I saw that pop-up and I had to just double check and make sure that Nicole was not pregnant. She's not. But it also says that she's having some premenstrual syndrome. It says Nicole can't shake the queasy feeling going through her mind and through her gut. It's like being on a small boat in the midst of rocky waters. Nicole doesn't have any energy to do anything and no appetite at all. So I think that also being on her cycle is just not helping her whatsoever. But hopefully she'll feel better, you know, during the weekend, just spending time with her kids. Now, we had planned to take Ryland with us on this trip, but unfortunately, because of what he was doing, he's going to be staying back with Max's sister, aka his aunt, while they go on this trip because Max just feels like he should be grounded. And normally he would just leave him at the house, but given what he's been doing recently, I don't think that's such a good idea. But let's also take a peek at how Max is feeling, right? So he has extreme dissatisfaction. It's the same pop-up that Nicole had, but it's a sad moodlet. And then we also have this pop-up here that says that he has slight depression still from his child. He's still disappointed in Rylan. And then he also has this pop-up that says shared sadness from a close sentiment towards someone feeling bad. Seeing that someone Max cherishes is suffering makes him sad. I have no idea why he chose to use this bush here, but he is. And oh my gosh, I have Nicole trying to go to work. We're actually going to have her leave early and come back here because I forgot that she had work. I actually had her join our household for the weekend so she can actually participate in this camping trip and everything properly. But yeah, that's kind of what the family has been up to lately. I would say Nicole is doing pretty good regarding her relationship with her children, but oh, now she's feeling sad from this. Oh, well, let's hope that they can repair this relationship over the weekend and hopefully get to better understanding with one another. But let's check on Miss Violet. She's having such a good time. I'm going to have her come over here and talk to one of her besties just about school. This is her friend Carmen Luna, and she's also a part of the Little Guppies swim class. Yes, I decided to call the swim class Little Guppies because that's just so cute. But she's like, hey, guess what? I'm going camping with my mom and dad. And Carmen always comes over to the house and she's probably like, can I come too? And she's going to be like, you know, I would love to eat hamburgers and camp out with you guys. And Violet's gonna be like, no way, this is my time with my mom and dad. And she's like, you're so lucky. I mean, little Carmen has no idea what's going on at home with Violet, but you know, she just thinks that she's gonna have such a great weekend. And then we have Benny over here. All of these kids are just so precious. But I do think that swim class will probably wrap up around 5 p.m. It'll give us time to drive up to the campground and get everything situated. But I'm looking forward to spending just some quality time with them. Let me go ahead. And we're just going to get Violet out of the pool and I'm going to get her to take a selfie with her best friend. Like I said, this is the girl that she's closest to in this swim class. They both go to the same school. And so I think that they get to see each other quite often. So it would only be right for Violet to have a photo with her. So we're going to get her up and we're going to go take that selfie together. And then I also think that we should officially title our friendship. So yeah, let's grab that picture. Oh my gosh, they're so precious. Okay, stop it. Her little gap is so cute. This is so adorable. I'm gonna grab one more just like this because they just look, again, so precious. And then I think I want to try just one more pose. This one was cute. And then I think I'm going to try this pose too, because this one is just so cute. It's going to cut off a little bit of Violet's eye, but that's okay. We'll just grab 2 of those just to be sure. And now I officially want them to talk about their Little Guppy swim class. And then we are also going to change our relationship to best friends forever. We're going to have to make some friendship bracelets for Miss Violet and Carmen. I think that's how you say her name. Carmine. I'm not sure. Is it Carmine or Carmen? What do you guys think? I think it might be Carmine. I'm not sure. But we need to be besties, definitely. What does she want to do? She wants to play marbles and she wants to make a friend. Well, guess what? You have a best friend now. Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. She's like, yes. Violet and Carmen are becoming best friends forever. So adorable. She also reached social level 6, which is impressive, especially for a kid. I think that she might actually have high confidence too. So, oh, she has neutral confidence. Oh, wow. I'm kind of shocked at that, but at least things are going very well in Violet's life. She's really looking forward to this weekend with her parents, but it is about 5:30. So I'm thinking that Dad's probably going to be like, hey guys, we better hurry up and get going. You know, we have to leave so that way we can make it to the campground and, you know, get our spot reserved and everything. So he's going to come in here, grab everybody up, and they're going to head over to the campground. Alrighty guys, so it is not only the next day for this family, but also the next day for me. So if I sound different, that is why. But I am so happy to be back and playing them again. We are officially here at the campsite. The family didn't get here until late, so I thought it would be better if I started it the next day too, simply because it would just be a little bit more daytime for us to do activities. But Max is currently over here making hot dogs for lunch. Violet brought her bicycle, so she's riding along on that. I'm gonna have him go ahead and call everybody to the meal. We had Nicole over here. She kind of snuck away, that way she could have her smoke break. And Max was like, you know, where are you going? And she just mentioned, you know, I just need to walk, just need to clear my head. She's been kind of stressed because Morgan was given the option to come on this trip, and she just basically said flat out, I'd rather not. And I'm gonna pop up on the side of the screen here a comment that was left by Roxy, and it made some very good points. So if you guys want to read into that more, please check it out in the last video of the comments section. But I totally agree with everything that Roxy is saying. I do think that, you know, being the oldest, Morgan has probably seen every single excuse from her mother and every single attempt to get better, and she's just over it at this point. So I think that Nicole is finally starting to realize that, and she just has this really bad relationship. I'm just going to say it, bad relationship with her oldest daughter right now. And it's sad because Nicole really loves her daughter. You know, this is the child that made her a mother. This is the one who kind of started everything for her. And so I think that she always had a relationship with her, and having it kind of fall apart in front of her is probably really discouraging. But I'm going to have Violet go ahead and hop off her bike because she was getting hungry, but I think she's just having so much fun. She told herself that she would learn how to ride this bike before she went back, because everybody at school rides their bikes except for poor Violet. And so she's been trying to get better at it. Oh, why is she sad? Seeing someone Violet cherishes is suffering makes her sad. Oh my gosh, because her dad is sad. Oh, I hate that. Oh my gosh. I think that Max is probably upset because he knew that Nicole was telling a lie. You know, he saw the cigarettes in her purse when they got here. As you guys can see, they drove his Jeep and all the bags were in the back. And when he saw the purse, he saw the pack of cigarettes. And I think that he just knew that she was going away to go smoke that pack of cigarettes. And he just is like, is she ever going to change? Does she even want to change? You know, what are we doing? What is she doing? Y'all listen, we checked this earlier. But just by the chance that Nicole got abducted by aliens, you know, let's go in here and look one more time. Yeah, no. Okay. She's not pregnant. I was like, why is she doing that? She's just thinking about babies. Girl is psyching me out right now. But the family had actually planned to go to the lake up the hill today, and so we're gonna go check that out. Super excited because Violet really needs a distraction right now. Like, she at her age should not be feeling this way and being stressed about her father feeling upset. So I really don't like that for her. So I'm gonna have Max come over here. He's gonna distract his daughter a little bit, and he's gonna give her a family kiss. I think that we should be, you know, a little playful with her. Let's see, can we do something fun? I'm trying to remember where everything is. I think it's actually under affection, and we are going to give her the best hug ever and just say, hey, guess what? Get your swimsuit. Mom and dad are going to take you to the lake. And she's like, okay. And after that, guys, I think that she's feeling a lot better. She's like, really? We're going to the lake now? You know, kids, they kind of get on one thing and go on the other. And so she's like, yeah, let's go. I'm ready. So the family got here at the lake not too long ago. I did decide to restart my game, so we had a little bit more of daylight hours. And as you guys could see, Violet just did her cannonball for the family, but everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. I'm having them just swim around, have some fun here. I think that Nicole is over here just relaxing on the floaty. I think I'm going to have her attempt to sunbathe out here. Oh, we can super splash. I haven't done this in a long time, so forgive me if I'm being just a dork when it comes to just freaking out over everything. I haven't played with pool items in a while. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I wish we had more pool games, because do you guys remember when we had Marco Polo? I think that was that The Sims 3 or Sims 2? I can't remember. But I am going to have her go ahead and sunbathe a little bit. She's hoping that she can get just a slight tan, but I am going to have her apply that sunblock because gotta protect your skin. But let's see, where is Max? I think he's actually over here talking to somebody. Oh yeah. He's just relaxing. Wait, why did she hop off of it? Let me try that one more time My game has been kind of buggy lately, so I think that I have to go through my mods folder. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to have her do that. Yeah. No, Nicole. Let's get back in her swimsuit. I clicked the wrong one. That's what happens when you get distracted sometimes, guys. You know, you just you just click the wrong things. But we're gonna get her to change back. Poor Violet, she's just over here. Oh, there's another kid here at the lake. And because we can't swim in the actual lake that is here at Granite Falls, I decided to have Violet and her family just come to this kind of makeshift pool. But there's a kid right here. Okay, there's two of them. So we have Toru, and then there's also Mink. So I'm going to talk to Toru because Toru is in the pool. So let's just do a funny introduction. I'm so happy that other kids showed up. Oh my gosh, this girl's a professional, y'all. Look at how she's swimming. We're just gonna say hi. Hey, let's say hi to Mink as well. Do funny introduction. Oh, maybe they're talking about their sports and what they do, but this is so cute. Let's splash. Wouldn't this be so cool if this was like whenever she comes here to camp with her family, this is her summer vacation friend? I love that. For some reason though, guys, I can't get Nicole back in her clothes. Here we go. I was like, why is she still naked? But hopefully this look at her, because we do not want to embarrass our daughter. She's over here. Oh, people are actually shocked that one of her friends already saw. Let's pretend that didn't happen. But at least Violet is over here making some new friends. She's like, oh my gosh, mom, put your clothes on. She's like, I'm sorry, baby. My top just fell off. That happens sometimes. But at least they got that incident situated. But oh my gosh, she can't stop thinking about her mom, and this little kid can't either. That is, oh my god, that is embarrassing. Oh man. She's like, don't worry, sweetie. That's what happened to me. You know, after a while, I just started wearing one pieces because I got tired of my top slipping off in the water. Oh man. Let's check back in on Max. I think he is just kind of chilling. I might have him just come over here, take him a quick little cat nap, you know, because he is the person who's doing all the cooking over the weekend and setting everything up. So I think he's just going to hop over here, catch him a quick little snooze, because he has to have all the energy to keep up with his girls. You know, they rested very well last night. He, on the other hand, has not been able to sleep since being on this camping trip. I think he just has a lot on his mind. So hopefully he'll be able to get some rest on this floaty real quick. Just something real brief. But yeah, I think that we're gonna make some burgers or something on the grill tonight, maybe some grilled fruit or some grilled chicken. Oh my gosh, y'all, Max is fine. I don't know how freaking Nicole just doesn't get herself together, but I guess it is hard, you know. She probably wants to be home with her man. Oh, now she's talking to this person like, oh, did you lose your bottoms? But yeah, all jokes aside, I feel like Nicole really does want to get better. She does want to get back home to the man who she's loved for all these years, her husband, the wonderful father who's been just taking care of everything back at home. And, you know, there are temptations. She sees him like this and she's just like, oh gosh, he's just so handsome. Like, I really want to be home with him. I want to be intimate with him. I want things to feel normal again. I want my kids back. She wants all of it, but it's just really hard. Like even right now, she's feeling nauseated. She's also embarrassed from the swimsuit situation. But I think that she might come over here again. And again, guys, she just does this ever so often, especially when she's stressed. You know, she's going to come over here and not only have a smoke break, but I think also try and attempt to call Morgan because she just wants to speak with her. So Nicole came over here to attempt to call her daughter, and as you guys can see, Morgan is actually off to soccer practice today at this very moment. And so I think that she's probably telling her mom like, hey mom, you know, thanks for calling, but I have soccer practice. And Nicole is like, why are you avoiding me? Why are you doing this? I'm trying to get my life together. And I want to see you. I'm tired of us having this strain on our relationship. She's very focused in on this conversation. And so I think that, you know, her daughter was like, Mom, we'll talk about this later. I don't want to get into this right now. Just leave it alone. And as we can see here, guys, she's feeling sad, but I think it's also just she's oversensitive. Like it says, you know, she's on her cycle, or she's about to be at least. And all of this stuff is just making her stress out. And so she's away from her family. So I do think at this time, you know, we're going to have another smoke break and hopefully nobody sees us. Oh my gosh, the kids are coming over here. She's just like, it's just really quickly. I just need one real fast. And oh my gosh, poor Violet. She's just like, where's my mommy? Where did my mommy go? And I think she's going to come over here and maybe chat with her dad. We can splash him really quickly and just be like, Dad, where's Mom? You know, she's been gone for some time now. And, you know, I think that Max is going to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing it again. But she's like, Dad, wake up. So Max got out of the lake so his daughter could talk to him. And she, like I said, was just like, where's Mom at? She hasn't been here for some time. And he's like, oh, well, maybe your mom had to go to the bathroom or something like that, sweetie. I'm sure she'll be back. And I feel like, you know, if we could wave, that Nicole would probably wave and be like, hey guys, I'm hungry. And I think Violet's like, oh my gosh, there's my mommy, Daddy. She's here. She's here. So we're back from the lake. Everyone got all cleaned up, had some dinner, and now we're just sitting by the campfire here. And they requested that Dad tell the campfire stories, and everything is going really well. You guys know earlier we had that little bit of a rift in the very beginning where Nicole was like, if you're mean to me, you know, want a divorce. Max felt the same way, but I think that things are good at this moment. Everybody is very happy, as you all can see. Nicole does have some things going on in the back of her mind, like, you know, she was overheating earlier and she was also feeling angry. But I do think this situation specifically is just making her feel a sense of normalcy, having her family here. You know, she misses her other two kids, but wait, I am literally jinxing myself, guys. I'm jinxing myself because what just happened? All he was doing was telling a campfire story. And now we have this. Oh, wow. Nicole's romantic feelings about Max. Very attracted. She finds him fine. But what just happened? A hurt sentiment. Nicole feels wronged by Max, and being around Max will remind Nicole of that pain. I don't even think he did anything, guys, but it was weird because Violet also got that feeling with her dad. I've never seen that before, especially from a story. But yeah, she's feeling hurt too. Maybe it was just his story was a little extra. I have no idea. But I decided to remove that because that just seemed a little ridiculous. But I also wanted to come over here to Max's perspectives on Nicole, because as y'all could see earlier, she found Max very attracted and she found him fine. And as you all can see here, the feelings are mutual on Max's end as well. But yeah, I find this very interesting, but they're both unaware of how the other is feeling. So it's just crazy. Max is fine in his romance with Nicole. Oh, that's what that means. I thought it meant like fine, but it just says that he is fine in his satisfaction with Nicole. It's not bad. I think it could have been bad possibly early on in the episode, but now things are just, it's better. But let's go ahead and roast some marshmallows, everybody, because this is the one thing that I feel like Violet always looks forward to. And we're also going to have Mom roast a marshmallow as well. You can roast beetles. Hang on a second. Do they eat the beetles? Y'all, I've never done this. But I didn't know that you could roast the fish either. I really need to play with this pack more because I love camping. Oh my gosh, baby girl, you're not supposed to just eat it right away. It probably was hot. But things are going really, really well for them right now. I think that this is the best any of them have felt on this entire camping trip, considering how rough it was at first. You know, Violet worrying about her dad and feeling sad, and him feeling sad regarding Nicole's choices. But oh, she dropped hers. But yeah, I think that this is probably the best all of them have felt this entire camping trip. But even though we are out here and it's the weekend, it is still our responsibility to make sure that our daughter Violet gets to bed quite early. So I think that Nicole is going to volunteer and she's going to be like, hey, sweetie, you know, come meet me in the tent. We're going to go ahead and get some rest. And Max is going to come over here and just give his daughter a hug and a kiss goodnight. And, you know, say, I'll see you in the morning. We got to go home tomorrow though. So I know you're going to be really upset, but he's going to give her a kiss on the cheek. And then we are going to give her a big hug and just tell her, you know, I hope you sleep well. She's tired anyway. So I think that this worked out perfectly, but he's like, sweet dreams, baby girl. She's like, okay, Dad, make sure you get sleep too. You're the one driving. She's like, I don't need you to be falling asleep on the road. He's like, yeah, or get arrested. You know, I don't need to get arrested. She's like, Dad, you joke too much. But I'm going to have Max just kind of hang out. You know, he's just going to chill by the fire. I think possibly just play with the fire and just kind of hang out. I don't have the option here to where he can grab a beer or anything like that. I don't even know if that's possible. I wonder if somebody has a mod for that. But he can grab juice, which we're going to pretend that this is just him grabbing a beer out of the cooler. And he just wants to relax a little bit. This is the first time on this trip that he's having time to himself. And I think that he just feels like he really needs this. Oh, is he going to sit here? That's fine too, Max. Sit here. But yeah, he too, I think, is just feeling very happy from this campfire moment that he and his family shared. You know, he's not thinking about all the wrong choices that Nicole has made in the past, which I think is good for him right now. He is getting a little sleepy though, so I think I might have him try to take a nap. I wish you could nap on this blanket here and just kind of look up at the stars while you nap. That would be so nice. We could get a sleeping bag. Like maybe he brings his sleeping bag out here. We could do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get his sleeping bag out of the tent and just lay it right here so he can kind of lay down and look up at the stars. So I finally got my wish, guys. Max got his sleeping bag underneath the stars, and I couldn't tell you how relaxing this is. Now it says that he's sleeping, but let's just pretend that he's in and out of sleep and he is just laying here looking up at the night sky. Like, this is such a mood. This is so beautiful. I can only imagine that the stars are probably much brighter out here compared to how the sky looks back in San Sequoia. And he just loves this. He loves being able to get out. Most people might be scared to sleep out here, you know, because of the bears and the bugs, but Max is fine with that. I think he just really needed a break from the suburban life and also just from reality, you know, with all of Nicole's things going on. So Nicole was awakened by the sudden urge to have to go to the restroom, and she didn't even notice that Max was sleeping outside. Oh my gosh, I guess a few bugs were attacking her, but she's not tired anymore. She feels fully rested, and on the way to the restroom, she had noticed that there were some little insects flying around out here. She's been looking out for her daughter Violet and trying to assist her in all of her bug collections. So she is gonna grab these up really quickly. And I feel like in this moment, you know, Nicole is fine. She's not stressed. She's not thinking about gambling. She is just okay. Like, she's happy. She's not upset or anything. And I do feel like, you know, at one point in time, Nicole was probably like this. You know, she was probably the fun mom, the good mom, the non-problematic mom. And, you know, some of us, we all have our bad moments and our bad times. And I think that Nicole is just in a bad moment, but she notices on the way back that Max is sleeping here on the sleeping bag. And so she's going to wake him up and be like, what are you doing? Don't you realize there are bears? And look at these bugs. There's bugs out here, Max. You're gonna get ate up by mosquitoes. He's like, yeah, I'm starting to see that. And I feel like in this moment, things have been going really well on this camping trip. You know, their romance hasn't been so hot, but their friendship has actually gone up a lot. And I think that Nicole is going to be, you know, a little nice. She's been thinking about it for a while, and she realizes, you know, the wrong that she did by spending that money on gambling from the first episode that if you guys don't remember, when Max came over, he found out that Nicole had gambled away 1,000 simoleons. And so I think that she's ready to apologize for that. You know, she's kind of let her pride down and she wants to tell him that she's sorry. And so he's just talking about, you know, checking on Rye, and she's like, listen, I don't mean to cut you off, but I do feel really bad about gambling away that money. And Max is like, it's okay. You know, I know that you're trying to take the steps to get better, and I know that addiction is hard. I know that it's going to take you a while to get over those humps, but we're your family. We're here to support you. And I want you to get better, not just for the kids and for us, but for you. And she's like, I've just been such a jackass lately. And Max, I'm so sorry. I really want to get our marriage back to where it was before. And guys, I don't know if you know this, but now because of the latest expansion pack, we can now go to the relationship panel and we have all of these options here. But I do think that we are going to ask for Cupid's counseling. Now, I'm not going to do this at this moment because I am really worried that it's going to send them off right now. And I don't want that, but we're going to ask to work on our romantic dynamic, which I feel like is her saying, can we please work on our marriage? Like, I don't want a divorce. I know that we said that earlier at the pool at the swim meet, but I didn't mean it, Max. I love you. You have always been that #1 guy. And guys, I'm very shocked to see that Max kind of shut her down on that. If we actually go up here to the panel, it says Max wasn't open to working on the romantic dynamic with Nicole. She will have to try again after some time has passed and both Sims are ready to talk, both in a good mood and in a positive conversation. I think that this is more so Max saying, I love you too. You know, I want to be with you, but the first step before we start working on our marriage is you working on yourself. And so I don't think this is him saying, you know, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to work on our marriage. I just want you to get better. You know, I'm worried about you. And she's like, okay, I get it. You know, I get what you're saying. And I think that he's going to express his admiration to her and just say, I care about you so much. You know, I have been with you since we were teenagers, you know, running around in the summertime together, getting into trouble. And I really just want you to be okay, Nicole. And I think after that, he's probably going to hug her lovingly and just let her know, like, I'm here. I just want you to get help first. But with that, Max is going to go ahead and just get started on the breakfast this morning. But after that conversation, Nicole is going to hop straight on her phone. She's going to browse the internet and see if there are any counseling or any programs to help with addiction and to see if there are any options for her out there, because she wants to be back in her home. She wants to be back with her husband and for things to be okay. And I'm glad that after that conversation, she wasn't mad. You know, she might have been a little embarrassed about being shut down, you know, about them working on their marriage, but overall, she's feeling really glad and hopeful for the future. And with that being said, guys, I am going to wrap up today's video. So sorry for all the bugs. I'm going to have to clean out my mods folder because I don't know if you guys saw, but I did get an MC last exception. So that means that I need to clear something out. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know how you're feeling about Max and Nicole's conversation. Do you guys feel like Max took the right step in telling Nicole to work on herself before they started working on their marriage and her coming home? Just let me know what your thoughts are. I'm really hopeful for this family. And I would love to see Max and Nicole back together, but also I'm gonna see how things go moving forward and now that we have created the next step. But yeah, with everything being said, let me know what you guys are thinking and how you feel about today's episode. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, everyone. 'Cause I'd do anything